This is Gerardo Del Real live at the 2023 Beaver Creek Precious Metal Summit, here with Goldmining Inc. CEO, Mr. Alistair Still. Alistair, it's great to see you here. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Great to be here again, Gerardo. Thanks for having me.
Let's get right into it. We talked a bit off air and we talked about how busy it is this year. You said it's the busiest that you've been for gold mining since you started coming to the Beaver Creek Precious Metal Summit. Tell me a bit about that and just kind of the mix there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the reasons why it's super busy for us this year is there's a good mix of investors, not so much the retail, but the large institutional funds. They're looking for investment opportunities, as well as the corporate companies. We've seen this for a number of years now. We've been talking about it. The majors and the intermediate companies have a gap in their development pipeline. So they're looking for projects. They're coming to talk to us, seeing what we have in the pipeline, seeing how there might be a fit to partner on potential projects.
Well, I was having a conversation with Mr. Tim Smith from US Goldmining, and I mentioned to him that there's two types of companies right now. There's companies that are kind of sitting on the sidelines, like a lot of capital is, but waiting for market sentiment to kind of change, despite a bullish gold price and despite the fact that the dollar index is above 105. And then there's companies like Goldmining Inc. that are working diligently to make sure that shareholders are positioned for that turn that we know is going to happen once we get gold breaking that 2000 level. How have you positioned Goldmining Inc. shareholders to capture that? We talked uranium a bit. We talked about how quick the markets can change, and 50% moves in a week in the resource space are common when the market sentiment changes here.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a couple of key things really start to separate us and show how we're a prime investment vehicle. And the first of all is the value we've created on the balance sheet. So that increase of NAV per share basis is something that really has been a focus for us. And just the launch earlier this year of US Goldmining Inc. helped crystallize value on our balance sheet. So much so that value on the balance sheet now is almost worth our entire market cap. So in simple terms, what does that mean? It means that the approximate enterprise value of the company is our market cap. So that means the resource-rich portfolio that we have of projects throughout the Americas has really captured no value. That is a tremendous investment opportunity, not only for us to come to the market and show these projects have values, but for our shareholders and potential shareholders to gain in that re-rating and that benefit as the market comes to realize, hey, they have some significant projects in this portfolio being tremendously undervalued.
Let's talk projects. Let's talk resource space. Can you explain for those that may be new to the story that are looking to allocate capital at really opportune prices right now in anticipation of that next leg up? Can we talk about the resource space and the project for those that may not be familiar with it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what really makes us different is that the portfolio of assets. Our projects are entirely within the Americas. Right now we have 8 projects. Each of them have a combined resource of over 1 million ounces, so a significant combined resource. So as a total, there's over 13 million gold equivalent resource ounces in the measured indicated categories, and almost 10 million ounces inferred gold equivalent resource ounces. That really is second to none. Those are in prime mining jurisdictions, the United States, Canada, Colombia, Brazil, and Peru. Top jurisdictions with top projects, and giving us diversity to work these projects, picking the best ones, focusing on those, bringing in partners, lots of optionality that really creates extra value for our shareholders.
Goldmining has always been very, very good at maintaining a healthy treasury. How is that looking right now?
Treasury's looking good, and one of the benefits we've had by doing a spin out of our project in Alaska to US Goldmining, that lets us have full exposure to that. We have over 80% of the shares in the company. That company was able to raise $20 million on the NASDAQ when it was launched. That means that money can be spent right into the ground for zero dilution to our shareholders. That means we benefit from all the upside from potential exploration success, yet not diluting our shareholders by issuing shares in a challenging market for equities right now.
You mentioned a challenging market. Speculators get impatient in these types of markets. What comes next?
Well, the best thing to do is to remain patient. I think what we've shown at Goldmining is we can withstand the cycle. We have the strength of a balance sheet. We have an experienced management team. We can survive anything that gets thrown at us. We've shown the resilience to do that and the experience. But what's exciting for us is as we start to unlock value, we start to see real tangible results. Stay tuned for drill results on our 80% exposure to the Whistler project through US Goldmining. And we're also very excited about our projects in South America. We've just announced a PEA study on our La Mina project in Colombia. That was posted the technical report just last week. We've shown there's real tangible value there. We added resource ounces with the drilling at a cost of $1 to $2 per ounce, and now we've demonstrated the economic benefits of that project through a PEA study. So that's a great example. And coming up, we're starting to turn our attention to Brazil. We have a key project there, our San Jorge project in Pará State, which is seeing a lot of attention and investment activities. We have a company not far from us, Goldmining, who've received a significant financial investment of some $350 million from one of the largest royalty companies in the world. That project is nearing about halfway through completion, and that's bringing a lot of eyes and attention to a growing emerging district where we have a very key and significant land package in.
A lot to look forward to. I think it's going to be an exciting end to 2023. I think 2024 is going to be a blockbuster year in the resource space. Alistair Still, Goldmining Inc., everyone.